She's gone.
Good. Let's check the rest of the house, make sure no one's here.
You look down here. I'll check upstairs.
Right.
Upstairs is clean. Looks like the room that Alexander probably used is cleaned out.
I guess that proves what I've been saying all along. No young guy has been going in or out of this place since yesterday morning.
What, you think he skipped town?
It's possible.
So what do we do now?
Go back to Dunlap, and he'd better have a pretty good idea where Sandy Alexander took off to.
And if he doesn't?
Then we'll make him find him for us.
Well, what about this Corey guy? He got to know where the kid is. Why don't we put a little pressure on him?
No, not yet. Listen, will you remember? Ilsa wants Alexander, but she wants the money as well. Now, if I read this right, we're going to have to deal with Corey in order to get it.
So we got to get Alexander.
That's right. So, let's go have a little chat with Dunlap, huh?
Hi, gang. How's it going?
It's going. We were over at the Corey place.
That's so. Did you find anything?
Looks like Sandy Alexander skipped town.
I'm sorry to hear that. But, man, it's not really my problem, is it? Why don't you try over at Corey Publishing? That's where he works.
We already were over there. They told us that he's out of town.
Then that's where he must be, then. I've done everything you've asked me to.
Yeah, but I get the feeling that you're not telling us everything that you know.
What are you talking about? Has anything I told you been wrong yet?
Not yet. But if we find out that you haven't been entirely straight with us...
See, Ilsa wouldn't be too happy to find out about it, and I don't think you'd be too happy either.
Hey, what is this? Wild threats?
I just want you to know where you stand. You know any of those places?
No. Hey, listen. I have enough trouble taking care of myself, let alone Matt Corey's assets. I've never even heard of those places. What are you doing?
Come on, Hannah, let's get out of here.
Everything set?
Yeah, we proceed as planned.
As planned. What's that mean?
Like I told you before, Dunlap, we're here to pick up some money from Alexander, among other things.
Among other things.
That's what I said. Let's go.
Going somewhere, Mr. Alexander?
You sure that's the right guy?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, he doesn't look like the guy we saw at the Corey house. He's thinner than that guy. He's taller than the guy we saw.
All right, Lenny. You better get going, huh?
No!
Oh! No! No, don't shoot him, Lenny. At least, not yet.
Oh!
No.
Yeah, if that's really Sandy Alexander we got there.
Lenny, what are you going on about?
I just don't believe it's him, that's all.
Well, it is. Look, this is Matt Corey's cabin, right?
Yeah?
And all the identification he had on him says he's Sandy Alexander.
I don't know.
All right, look, Lenny. If he isn't Sandy Alexander, knowing what we're after, don't you think he would have told us he isn't Sandy?
Maybe not. Because if he isn't Sandy, there's no reason in the world we should keep him alive. And he knows that.
He can't admit that he's Sandy Alexander because he knows that we'd kill him right away.
That's right. That's what I mean. Something like that. Now, where do we... Look, he's starting to wake up. That tight enough for you?
No, that's just fine.
Don't make them too tight. Don't want to cut off the circulation.
Aren't you the concerned one these days?
Not concerned, just realistic. How's that?
Yeah, that should say it. $100,000 in 10s or 20s, the kid dies.
Brief, but to the point. So how are you going to get that to Corey?
Ilsa gave me a list of contacts here. I'll have one of them do it. Now, I've got to try to catch up with Ilsa for some more instruction.
Well, make sure you don't get somebody that can be traced back to us.
Don't worry, I'm only going to be gone a couple of days.
A couple of days.
Hey, what's the matter? You afraid to be here by yourself?
No. I can handle it.
You leave him alone. See, he belongs to Ilsa. And when she gets what she wants from him, we're going to do to him anything she says. And that could be sending him back to her or blowing him away.
Yeah, I know that already.
Well, if you know that, I don't want you to get attached. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do what I want.
Not with me, you don't.
Maybe I'm tired of being with you.
You'll get tired when I get tired. Now, I'm going to send the other guy up here for a couple of days because I don't trust you with the kid. 2 days.